At 3 a.m. on his birthday, Neon woke up screaming. It was not just a nightmare, it was a full blown panic attack as well. The same thing happened again the next night at 3 a.m. exactly, and the next night, and the next night. It continued for almost 2 years. He felt like dying. But Neon was not sick. No doctor could find a physical cause. He was experiencing a paranormal activity. Oh, just kidding. It's called epigenetics, which honestly sounds a lot more complicated than my New Year resolutions. And also, guys, is anyone else on a sugar cut? Because I'm finding it really hard. My friends who have never ever even treated me with a meal started to give treats all of a sudden, and I'm on a sugar cut. I cannot go and have dessert, and it's really making it hard. I want to have coffee and cry. So let's go and grab a coffee, maybe. Like, speaking of struggles, let's get back to Neon. It was not until Neon went to an traumatic studies, so where they were trying to understand and study about trauma. That's when they came to know that Neon's father had a twin brother who died on his 18th birthday in the midnight at a freezing cold spot in Canada. The father didn't really talk about it to anyone. He basically buried the grief for so long, which he didn't even share it with his wife or his kids about his twin brother at all. But the body doesn't forget. This is what psychologists called as an inherited trauma. When a parent is too exhausted or unsupported to process any tragedy, a survival code will be passed down to the next generation to resolve that particular trauma. Okay, this work both the ways. If your ancestors are really talented at music or any other artwork, maybe even memorying, the same thing will be passed down to the next generation. That will be to you, to us. But it same goes for the fear as well. To understand this better, ask yourself this question. Are you feeling sad, anxious, or being stuck in one situation where you cannot get out, but it was completely not related to your current life, where there is no reason to match up your fear or anxious feeling? Most probably, just check if that feeling is actually associated with your current life. Research shows that a trauma can leave a chemical mark on our brain. It doesn't really shows that you are a weak or a broken person. All that it says is you are carrying an untold story which was not resolved by your ancestors or a past generations. So guys, I'm over here wondering, was my coffee addiction also being passed out, or how about my short temper or my spending habit? If I could blame my ancestors, I'm totally taking that. But on a serious note, you have that power to be the cycle breaker by taking the step one, which is not drinking coffee at 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. Step two, the realization. When you choose to face your fear today, you're performing an act of bravery for your children today, and kudos for that. When you say, "This pain stops with me," you are giving them the greatest inheritance, which is emotional freedom. Healing is not about blaming your parents or your ancestors, it's about breaking that silence. If you ever felt an emotion you couldn't explain, you are not alone at all. And I'm building this channel to help us understand our behavior more better, and click the subscribe button to join this community to break that cycle. Leave a comment below on a habit or a feeling that you suspect might be inherited, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.